So I'm going to do another video on Delta blues licks in open G, and I might repeat myself. I watched through my other one. I'll try not to repeat myself. Everything's connected though, so something I would like to say is that you don't have to have a resonator guitar. I mean, I know that most people know that. You don't need a resonator guitar. I mean, this thing's really loud and it's fun to play. But whatever guitar you have, this guitar is an old Stella that a friend gave me. Sometimes I play on this. So whatever guitar you have, I love this old one. I gotta have it fixed though because it's got no truss rod in the neck and the neck needs to be fixed. But I'll be using this guitar, so whatever guitar you have handy. So last video I covered whatever you could play in this area. House licks. All I'm doing there, I think in the last video I taught this lick is a variation on that. Do this to it. You can go. Last time I also taught a lick. So this, what I'm going to teach here is and all that lick is following this, but I'm going a fret up on my other, or a whole step up with my other finger, and I'm bending. So that follows this. So put your other finger on the 7th fret, so you're at the 5th fret with your first finger on the 1st string, your ring finger on the 7th fret on the 2nd string, and you're bending. You're using this finger for support and you're bending up. For my 5 chord was I went up to the 7th fret, or the 7th fret, with my first finger. So I moved this, where I started this lick here, I moved it up here for my 5 chord. And I'm beating on this bass on your 6th string. Then I went into my 4 chord, and back to that lick. So you can do that, or you can go. So I went. That time I ended doing this same 5 chord lick, and then you would have went into the turnaround. Okay, here I'd like to show another. Okay, for your G chord, we learned our G7. We know this is our G7. There's a G7 up here at the 12th fret. Okay, 4th string. Ring finger at the 12th fret, 10th with your 1st, 2nd string, ring finger. There's also one here, and that goes with this. Into your G chord. We know this G7, okay? So you can do this G7 here too. So we're at the 1st finger at the 2nd fret, 2nd string, 6th fret, 7th fret with your ring finger on the 3rd string, and the 9th with your, or no, that's your middle finger with your ring finger. Okay, now so let's remember this G2, G7, which is just, sometimes I'll use this just like this. Shown this already. The old Robert Johnson. So all you do is go. Now for the 4 chord, we know this, we learned this before. But you can also play that up here. Same as your 5 chord. So you're at the And you can get your seventh in here. This is actually your 5-chord seventh is here, remember? Your 4-chord seventh is here. So that's how you find them. So you know your 4-chord is here. You know your seventh for your 4-chord is here. Well, you can go up to here. Or you can play it major by adding that. That makes it a C major now. There's your D major, C major, and then you can do the same thing at G. Remember, this is our 7th. Because this string is tuned down a whole step, but you're in an open G, if this was in standard tuning, this would be, a full G chord, your G major. But if you put your finger here, that makes it a major. C7, and this is the D7. By putting your finger here, you make them major. Here's another lick for you. This is your G7 too. Okay, you know this G7 right here. But anyway, the lick I want to show you here is okay. So bending up on your 7th, and then just hitting your 5th, 6th, 7th. Just a fun lick, but or you can just use it to go in here. Okay. To show you this next lick is what I call the Banty Rooster lick, because it goes from here. So what you're doing is you're going from your 3rd to your 5th up to your 9th, and sometimes I'll do bass up to your 12th. Very slowly, so I'm doing an slow alternating bass. So from your 3rd up to your 5th, to your 9th, to your 12th, and then I'm going. And I'm hitting the 6th, 5th. And then going back to my bass here, and then landing on my G. So that's going to your 4 chord. What we're doing first is we're going strumming and hitting your first string, second fret. Then going up to your 4 chord. Well, I didn't do that, hang on. My 9th fret and 5th. Okay? And then to resolve it, I went. So I went 9 to 5. So 7, 5. There's all these little things you can play with too. Sometimes I'll end a song just by going. So hitting the 12th, all your strings across, or your finger across all the strings of the 12th fret, your harmonics in the 5th. So 12th, 7th, 5th, and you can play around in them. So that's just enough that you can make up a song with that. One more thing I'd like to say that I forgot to say is that when you're playing this style of music, you've got to beat it. You've got to really hammer away at it. Really beat that guitar. So in conclusion, this is a shorter video, but in conclusion I would just like to say that there's some more licks for you to play with and to make up your own stuff and to listen to the old guys. Sometimes you have to capo, like you might be, if you want to listen to Robert Johnson and play along with him, you may tune to open G and then you might have to capo to A or B or whatever to find him. To play along with him. But so when I teach these licks, I just want you to make your own stuff up and to listen to the old guys and try and tune to them by knowing these licks, it'll be easier for you to figure their stuff out. Thanks for watching. This next lick that I want to show is a stop time bass. It's a bass. It's just where all the basses are that I use sometimes in different songs. So it's very simple, and it goes like this. I'm doing there is I'm using, remember last video we learned so I'm just using this bass here going into my G7 and then going up to my 12th fret, but you can just stay here to practice it and get it. Here, I'm going to the 1st fret on the 6th string and up to my 4 chord. Back to this bass, 1 bass. Then I'm going back here to the 6th at the 2nd and 1st string and going up to my 5 chord, then reversing, then doing it this way again. So, to recap, the 5 chord. No, we'll do the 1 chord.